Good afternoon and welcome to Merrimack High School for today's preliminary round game of the NHIAA Division I Girls Soccer Tournament between the Bears of Hanover High School and your Merrimack Tomahawks. This game is being played according to the rules set forth by the NHIAA and its member schools. We ask that you, our fans, help make today's game a more memorable experience for our players and athletes by showing good sportsmanship toward all players, coaches, and game officials throughout the contest. Inappropriate language, taunts, or other demeaning actions are grounds for removal from the game. As a reminder, no fans are permitted on the field at any time. In case of an emergency, please vacate the premises by the exit nearest you at the end of each stadium. The officials for tonight's game are Heather Britton Doucette and William Aubin. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First, the visiting Hanover Bears. The head coach of the Bears is Doug Kennedy. Forward number 12, Riley McGuire. Midfielder number 5, Casey Haverda. Midfielder number 3, Emilia Torresani. Midfielder number 8, Mia Madden. Midfielder, Maeve Lee, number 15. Midfielder number 22, Nora Bradley. Defender, number 21, Kieran Park. Defender number 10, Ali Daigle. Defender number 11, Elena Mirk. Defender number 2, Reese Hamlin. And Bears goalkeeper number 25, Sadie Ross. And now for something completely different.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to climb aboard the Merrimack playoff train. And now, you know them, you love them, the starting lineup for your Merrimack Tomahawks. At forward, number 31, Cara Sully Sullivan. At midfield, number 11, Alex Tarian. At midfield, number 13, Morgan Lazaro. At midfield, number 6, Nora McMecken. At midfield, number 15, but number 1 in our hearts, Danielle Ganley. At midfield, number 17, Kaylee Dunn. At goalkeeper, number 0, Molly the Killer Perkins. At defense, number 9, Lexi Best. At 21, at defense, number 21, Haley Coviello. At defense, number 8, Kayla the Truth Scully. At defense, number 2, Lucy Goose Cody. finally, Merrimack's varsity head coach, Amber the Murphy, and her assistant coach, Amanda Sweet Mama Gendron. Everyone, for this, the first home playoff game in quite some time, let's put our hands together and bring down the house for your Merrimack Lady Tomahawk! Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.
Good evening and welcome to Merrimack Varsity Soccer. The girls Tomahawks are taking on the Hanover Bears in round one of the playoffs. It's a balmy night here high atop Merrimack Stadium. This is Mark Heimberg and I'm joined as always by Andrew Clark.
You know, Mark, I thought it would be cold out here today. I was counting on my playoff fever to keep me warm, but
Well,
no need.
Now you'll be extra warm.
No need.
Temperature is 64 degrees. It's roughly 1,000,000% humidity. And we're in for some exciting action this afternoon.
Our papers are already wilting from the
No.
humidity. Oh,
We got laminated
actually,
sheets this time from
and more
Merrimack
evidence.
TV.
More evidence that Merrimack TV has taken it to the next level.
And Justin is safely ensconced under a tent.
We have fully laminated materials to
And
read
we are
from
just
today.
about ready to start the action here. Waiting for the official's whistle. Both teams taking their positions. Merrimack attacking from left to right on your screen. Hanover attacking from right to left on your screen. Merrimack sporting their home blues. And Hanover, their away whites. And we are underway.
Once again, we find ourselves perched high atop the press box, Merrimack Municipal Stadium. But this time, Mark, it's very different.
It is very
different.
We are in the playoffs.
We are in the playoffs. That's right.
Merrimack looking to get out of their own third here. Executing some passes.
It's been a while since Merrimack has hosted a home soccer playoff game, so it's It's a welcome sight.
Oh, bad
that's
giveaway.
Oh, no.
Oh, and an early goal for Hanover.
Oh.
Sorry. Some trouble in the backfield by Merrimack with an errant pass, and that ball gets hammered home.
Wow.
So, 30 seconds in, and we've got some score here. It's 1-0 Merrimack. We'll see if this puts the fire into Merrimack that they need to come get this one back.
Well, here's the thing, Mark. As much as I wouldn't want to see us get scored on this early, you have an entire game to get it back.
Certainly do.
If it were the last 2 minutes of the game and that happened, then we'd be facing heartbreak. But
we are back underway. Merrimack breaks into the other half of the field for the first time. And that ball is going to be out for a Merrimack throw.
We've got 80 minutes to do something about it here. 79.
Sometimes that's just the warning shot you need early on to get the team waked up, get the cobwebs shaken off, and put something together. Good throw in, just outside the box. Merrimack still in possession, managed to keep that one in, and that's going to skip out. Did go all the way out for...
It kind of curved back in, didn't it?
Yes, it did. So we've got a Hanover throw.
As usual, we always try to remind people, at the folks at home at the beginning of the broadcast, there are white and blue lines on the field. Ignore, for all intents and purposes, ignore the white ones.
That is correct.
Those are for American football, which does not concern you tonight. Pay attention to the blue lines, which are the soccer lines, which we'll be playing today. You'll notice that it's significantly wider than a football field.
It's going to be a Merrimack corner.
Significantly wider than a football field, but roughly the same length when you include the football end zones.
And if, like me, you stayed up last night watching the Patriots on Monday Night Football, you'd really like to forget about American football for a moment.
Yeah.
They had a couple of highlights when Bailey Zappi first took the field, and then it just fell apart.
Funny, Belichick doesn't look like...
In. Oh,
come on, girls! Come on, girls!
And it's a
yeah!
score!
Oh, mama!
We are even now after just 2.25 minutes of play.
Molto bene!
So
bellissimo!
We have an even score line here. Exeter's goalie's slow to get up.
Well, that's unfortunate, but...
Trainers are coming off, or the coaches are coming off the sideline. The referee is on the spot as well.
I'll be honest.
Referee's waving the coaches off. Now they're waving them on.
Ooh.
So
that's not good.
Hopefully she's okay and can continue. I did not see what happened.
I think there was a collision.
There might have been a collision.
That does temper my excitement, Mark, but hopefully she's okay.
She does not look like she's happy.
No, I think...
but we don't wish to speculate.
I'm guessing she got her bell rung a little bit. It doesn't seem like they're really paying attention to any kind of body part. I don't see her grabbing her knee or anything like that.
Could just be, wind knocked out of her or something, but not sure. So we've got some stoppage early on here.
Speculate.
Game clock stopped.
Well, it's been an exciting 2 minutes.
It really has.
It feels like a basketball game here in terms of the scoring. Well, it'd be hard to have a 1-1 game in basketball. Never mind. Strike that. Take that out. Can we remove that from the tape?
You could have a one-score basketball game, not a 1-1 basketball game. So.
Well, you could have.
It would be a 2-2 basketball game.
Well, you could have a free throw made.
Oddly enough, you could also have a 2-2 score in football.
Yes, you could. Unlikely.
Very.
Very unlikely.
Looks like Hanover is getting their next keeper warmed up on the sidelines, just in case Sadie Ross is not able to continue.
That's unfortunate. You certainly never want to see that.
No, especially in a playoffs game where I'm sure
she was. Of a playoff game,
she was excited to be here and have the team make it to the playoffs.
Well, while we're waiting.
And she's on her feet, which is good to see, walking off under her own power.
While we're waiting, Mark, it's been a great season for the Merrimack Tomahawks girls team thus far. Their regular season record is 11 wins, 4 losses, and 1 tie.
It's a respectable record.
Better than respectable, Mark. It's fantastic. So during those 16 games, Mark, how many goals do you think our Merrimack girls scored?
I have lost count, but it was somewhere around 28, I think.
Oh, Mark. 39, Mark.
Oh, I really lost count.
39. How
All
many do
right.
you think they allowed?
That I don't recall, Andrew.
19.
All
Mark.
right, that's a good goal differential.
39 to 19.
So
For you at home doing math, that's
20.
over 2-1. Just over 2-1.
So we do have the new keeper out for Hanover, and we're resuming the action after the Merrimack goal.
2-1, Mark. Not too shabby for a goal ratio scored to allowed.
Thanks for watching today's event on Merrimack TV. If you are
You're
interested in learning more about Merrimack TV, email Nicholas or Justin at merrimackTV@merrimacknh.gov. Again, that email address, merrimackTV@merrimacknh.gov. And we'd like to thank Merrimack TV for having us back for a playoffs game. I know this was not originally on their docket.
Not planned. We contacted them, said, "What do you think,
they
fellas?"
They rose to the occasion. That ball into the Merrimack box, bouncing around.
Dangerous,
Nobody's got a handle on it. Oh, and that shot just wide. That was dangerous for Merrimack.
It just seemed to hang there for.
That was Amelia Torresani over the ball, and she just went wide.
Oof. Don't like to see that.
Goal kick, skips through midfield. Grass is really wet tonight, Andrew, so that's going to affect play. Both footing and the ability to settle the ball.
Also worth mentioning, Bella, the Big Bear Saxon, who's not really big at all. She's quite petite, but nickname. It's her nickname, as it were.
I think that's called irony.
Yeah. Well, yes. And
a shot from outside the box, and that's into the midst of the Hanover goalie.
She will be missed tonight with strep throat.
That is unfortunate for two reasons. One is she can't be here, and the other is she has strep throat.
And she's a very talented member of the team. A lot of offense. In fact, I think
push on Merrimack.
She scored the last game winner, I believe, in against Nashua South, which determined who they'd be playing today. So she certainly will be missed. But the girls, next man up or next woman up, so to speak, and they're
The
here
ball
to
chested down and popped forward. Hanover on the scene. She's looking at her options as she runs to the ball.
number 15.
Merrimack arrives on the scene quickly. That's Kylie Flint. Nope, sorry. That
Danielle
is,
Ganley.
Yes.
Getting the let out, getting her giddy up on.
And that's going to go out for a Hanover throw. Looking to take that quickly. Pops that in.
She ran a long way to get in that play, Mark.
She really did.
I did not think she'd get there in time. That was
Hanover coming down their left side now. And that ball stopped
cut
nicely, and they had a runner.
Kayla Scully.
They had a runner going. Kayla Scully did a great job of breaking up that play. That's Nora
here
McMakin
we
now, and she gets cleaned out for her efforts.
know,
That's going to be a direct kick for Merrimack.
I thought the defender got the ball there, but she might have got her foot first. I think that's probably what the call was.
Well, there was a little. Oh, sorry, that was Kara Sullivan. There was also a little pushing activity
Jostling
right before
beforehand,
that. I'm not sure if it was the fact that she went down or the contact before, but the ref was right on the scene to make that call. Hanover going with a three-person wall here. And the ball curls into the box.
Oh,
It's a
nicely.
nice outswinger.
That was a lovely ball.
And Hanover
swinging
not
in
able
there.
to get that out of the box. They're still struggling to do so. Merrimack regains possession, and that shot goes just wide of the far stick. So Merrimack with some interesting opportunities in the past couple of seconds here.
I like what I'm seeing here, Mark. I like that that swinging ball in.
Yeah, that was a nice
curving
curve
ball
on that.
in.
Yep.
Just couple runners on Merrimack weren't able to make contact with it, but it was still, man, it was hanging out there like a big tomato waiting to get crushed into the back of that net.
Hanover goes with the short goal kick, and then they hit that, trying to clear it out of their own third. Bounces off a Merrimack player, and that's going to be out for Hanover throw. Merrimack dropping numbers back now. 3 defenders back, Hanover with 1 over the half line. And Merrimack breaks that play up, and now they're trying to put something together again. So after some early action and excitement and jitters, we've settled into some methodical play here. That ball's going to pop way out for Hanover throw.
Yeah, it was a little jittery there in the beginning for sure.
And if I'm not mistaken, that is not Merrimack's usual keeper between the sticks today. That's number 3, Isabella Saxon.
Oh, no. That's Molly Perkins out there. I think that
It is?
the number is just.
Well, then she's got somebody else's jersey on.
I think so.
Okay.
Isabella Saxon is actually Bella Big Bear Saxon, who's out today.
Oh,
with
who's out
strap.
today? Okay, well
So
then
she
that's
may
definitely
be-
not her.
Perhaps she's wearing her number and it's a tribute
But that could be.
for
That
Bella
could
not
be.
being able to be in the game.
Well, she's playing a very high line at the moment, now dropping back toward the sticks. Hanover with a nice curling ball in, and she goes down to ground and pulls that ball in. The punt goes roughly to midfield. Now Merrimack trying to get some numbers forward, make something happen.
Yeah, the more I think about it, Mark, the more I
Oh,
think.
there's a good ball.
Oh, that's lovely.
And she's
Oh,
off to the
that's lovely.
races.
She's in.
Heavy touch, but she puts it home.
Oh, mama!
And that's
That's what I like. I'm about to fall off the press box, Mark. I'm so excited here.
that was a nice build-up. That was clearly an onside play.
Oh,
She had wheels on to get past the Hanover
Oh.
defender. Took her time.
she got
Looked like the touch in the box was almost a little too heavy, but she got
Oh, it
right
was
back on it,
perfect.
and she
It was
put that thing
perfect,
away.
Mark. Let me tell you, she got her giddy up on right there.
That was a nice setup. That was Kara Sullivan putting that one
Yeah,
into the back of the net, and she's back on the ball.
it's a goalkeeper's worst nightmare there.
Very early moments in the game. We're only not even 9 minutes in, and it's already 2-0 Merrimack.
I tell you what, Mark, I think these Merrimack ladies today came here to kick butt and drink some Gatorade, and I think they're just about out of Gatorade right now.
That's going to be a Merrimack throw.
So you know what that leaves, Mark? Do you know what that leaves?
I do.
Kicking butt.
Or the ball, as it turns out.
Well, it's kicking something else, but
There's
this
a
is a
good header.
family. This is a family channel, so we have to do some self-editing.
Alex
here.
Tyrion heading that one down nicely, right to the feet of another Merrimack player.
That's Terrian, not Therian.
That is correct. As you have been admonished in the past.
Yes. I've been, you know, I saw Alex at the grocery store. She was my checkout girl. What a nice young lady. I did not recognize her without her, soccer getup.
Uniform and number on?
Yes, exactly, and hair up and everything. She was just in her civvies, her civilian outfit. What a personable young lady. Hello, Mr. Clark. I looked at her, I confused.
And
Which
you
is,
said, and you
which-
are.
which is often my state these days. But I looked at her a little confused, and she said, "Oh, I'm Alex Terry, and you announced the games for my soccer team." I said, "Oh, Alex, how are you?" So anyway, lovely young lady. And Mark, this team in general. It's a very likable team. Sometimes as an old fogey, you have interactions with young people, and they kind of sometimes they act like they're a little too cool for school. And that has not been my experience at all with these young ladies on this team. They're extremely personable. The ones I've interacted with anyway, for the most part, extremely personable. Just nice kids to talk to, nice kids to be around. So
Well, that's good to hear.
yeah, it is. Good senses of
Merrimack
humor.
with a
And
big foot. That one sails on through the box and out.
that was, we
there's
might have a future kicker
Looks
for
like the dog is going to get that one.
Yeah. Oh, can you get the dog? Get the dog, Justin. Justin,
Well, the human picked it up, not the dog.
well,
But the dog was definitely excited to see it coming
Yeah.
his or her way.
it was
And now pauses
and
for
now
a,
I
for a
don't.
scratch.
Yes. Is that what it's doing? I wasn't sure.
Yes,
if maybe
it is.
there was some sort
no,
of
it's,
other.
it's scratching its neck or ear.
This is a family program.
So Merrimack earning some fouls, couple in a row. We'll see what they can do with this one. That's a good foot. Bangs that run into the box, and that had potential. Secondary header.
Oh.
And a volley, side foot volley, and it just goes over thanks to
I tell ya.
Hanover, and that's going to be a corner for Merrimack.
These Merrimack ladies showing they are not to be trifled with this afternoon, Mark. After that early goal, I think that was
That was the wake-up call
that was
I
the
mentioned.
shot
Yeah.
across the bow.
Yep.
And they are not messing around.
Merrimack setting up for the corner now. Hanover with the goalie between the sticks and a defender on each post. Merrimack in motion. Nice curl ball in. Comes down at the feet of a Merrimack player. Still with Merrimack. And they're going to call that a foul on Merrimack. Hanover with a kick coming out. They got reprieve on that play. And that ball's going to go out for a Hanover throw. That's Hanover's number 10, Allison Daigle, taking the throw. And they earn a second throw, and she'll take it again. And that ball turned over after the initial touch. And now Merrimack looking to put something together. Got a runner coming down the right wing and a good ball through, but Hanover's going to get there first. And they're not able to keep that in. That was tight. That goes out for a Merrimack throw.
Number 20, Ava Kaczynski with the throw.
That was Haley Coviello, who's number 20.
Oh, my goodness gracious. We have conflicting information.
That was somebody with the number 20 taking the throw.
It was either Ava Kaczynski or
Haley Coviello.
Haley Coviello.
We have two different number 20s depending on which roster we look at. So,
yes, I have 21 as Haley Coviello.
interesting.
Let's see on that roster, what does it say?
This has Ava Kaczynski as 15. So we have some anomalies.
We have anomalies here.
Could just be that I'm looking at a non-updated spreadsheet. Hanover on the attack now. Kayla Scully fighting hard to retain possession of that ball and manages to clear it away. Oh, and an errant touch for a Hanover throw. Merrimack dropping numbers back now. Another Hanover throw coming up. And Hanover with another throw. They're just marching down the field using the sideline.
Matriculating the ball
into the box. And the attempted clearance ricochets off a Hanover player. And that's going to earn Merrimack the throw as they push some numbers forward now. Hanover dropping back.
I believe that's Ava Kaczynski.
Going to hold the throw here as Merrimack makes a substitution.
Let's see if we can identify these players coming in here.
Coming off was number 11, Alex Terrian, who Andrew just regaled you with a grocery store story.
That's right. My local grocer.
Well, we lost our produce guy from the boys varsity team.
Yes.
Oh, and Merrimack with a chance here. Two Hanover players, three people sprinting onto the ball. Nice touch by Merrimack. And the attempted cross.
That was Danielle Ganley.
That's going to go out for a Merrimack corner.
She's been getting her giddy up on today, Mark. She raced down that sideline in the early going to block a kick from Hanover, and she drew the corner on this play. So good for you, Danielle. I think Danielle is actually cracking the starting lineup with that Billa Big Bear Saxon illness. So she is answering the call.
Merrimack's keeper playing a very high line now, roughly the 25-yard line of the football field. It's a low cross in, bounces around, and Hanover recovers, and now they're trying to put something together, looking to get numbers forward. Oh, and that's a good ball down the wing with a nice curl
ball
to it.
That was a nice ball.
Little juke move, gets the ball by Merrimack's defense, and Hanover still with possession. Merrimack with lots of numbers back now. They got 9 people back to defend,
Making
10
stops
including
that
the
play.
keeper. And now Merrimack's
Played
pushing
up to
forward
Sullivan
again,
up top.
up to Hanover. Hanover looking for options.
You know, Mark, I thought, well, with the weather today, you can see how foggy it is. Basically 100% humidity, rain earlier. I thought the field would be in not very good shape, but it seems to be holding up okay. I mean, I'm sure it's not ideal out there, but it's not a mess either.
No, it's actually not muddy, which is a bit surprising. Yeah, we're at 98% humidity. The dew point is 64, and the temperature is 65. So to say it's moist out here is a complete and total understatement.
Yeah, it's nasty.
It's going to be a push called on Hanover.
That's Melissa Mejia, number 7, drawing the foul there.
From Mia Madden, number 8, a senior for Hanover.
Oh, nicely done. Oh, it's squared loose.
That's going to be a Merrimack throw. There's Nora McMakin involved in that action. Merrimack looking for options. They go down the line, headed right back to the thrower, and Hanover able to turn that around. And now they're looking to get some people forward to try to, oh, there's a good ball again. Long, but goalie.
I think the killer's all over that one.
Goalie was right there to take that
says,
one to the ground.
No soup for you this day.
Not happening.
No soup for you. Go away. All right, here we go.
And Merrimack,
that
was
would
a
have
big
been
opportunity
a nice
if that ball had cleared the Hanover header.
She had a lot
of real estate.
Green,
yep.
A lot of green in front of her there.
And that
nice
ball
play
nicely touched by Hanover, and now they're coming down the left wing. Cross that in. Oh, and Hanover recovers that on the cross.
Oh, no!
Oh, and that goes right across the mouth of the goal. 2 players there, no contact made. The ball's still in play, and now booted out for a Hanover throw.
I really like the way that the Hanover attacker there, the way she cut in front of the D.
Yeah.
That was a very nice play on her part.
Now we've got a couple of substitutions coming in for each team. Quick pause and play before the Hanover throw. Merrimack got lucky on that opportunity from Hanover. That ball was, I don't know, it looked like 6 or 8 inches away from the mouth of the goal as it rolled across.
To be fair, it was a very tough angle.
It was a very tough angle, and their player just couldn't get there in time, but all she had to do was touch it.
You're right.
That was done.
Yeah.
So here comes Hanover again. Oh, that ball popped forward and scooped up.
Yeah, we've had a couple scary moments. Definitely quite a few scoring opportunities for both teams here in the early first 20 minutes. So buckle up, folks. It's going to be a bumpy ride, I think.
Just about halfway through the action of the first half here, and it's 2-1 Merrimack. And Hanover trying to connect some passes here in the midfield. Merrimack says not right now.
Oh, she's got all kinds of
and there's a good ball down the wing.
I think that's Danielle Ganley again.
Makes a nice cut backward and another cut. Oh, that was nice.
A little dipsy-do.
That ball poked out, and Hanover recovers. They can't seem to get it out of their end. Oh, they're going to call that a foul on Hanover.
Lucy Goose Cody moving forward to handle this free kick.
Oh, that's a nice ball.
Oh, that's another good one.
Oh, goalie gets gloves up onto that one. Ball's still bouncing around in the box. Hanover swings and doesn't quite connect. Now they're able to clear it out of the box. And Merrimack pushes it right back into the Hanover third. Now we're going through midfield. It's an interesting transition here as Hanover tries to get numbers forward. Merrimack able to break up that play. And Hanover, unable to handle that ball in the slippery conditions, goes out for a Merrimack throw.
You know, Mark, it always kind of cracks me. As you know, not all fields are the exact same size.
That is true.
It varies. But some fields...
Oh, that's a nice kick. Oh, off the woodwork.
Have it again. Oh,
and that ball popped right into the net.
Oh, mama!
That looked like it was going...
Was that Ganley? Was that Ganley out there doing her thing?
That ball looked like it was going high.
I thought that was over the net, and it just found, boy, that was an unlikely score. It had about 0 inches room for error there, and it just right in. Wow, lovely, lovely goal.
So we're at 3-1 now.
Danielle Ganley, number 15 at midfield. Boy, she is making the most of her start today, isn't she?
I'll say. Now here comes Hanover trying to answer that. Oh, and a powerful blast. Ricochets off of the football uprights and
It's like we're at the.
goes over for a goal kick. And I've got a couple more Merrimack substitutions happening.
It's like Ali Frazier out there today, Mark. It's just back and forth we go.
It's a good solid goal kick. Merrimack off to the races, trying to get off to the races down their left wing, the far side of the field. Here comes Hanover. Touch into space. And that's going to go over for a Hanover throw. Hanover now pushing numbers forward. And Merrimack again has all of their players back but one.
Yeah, you get Sully sitting up top
They
there.
are not looking to concede a goal here.
Yeah, 3-1. But like we said, there've been some pretty close calls, so it's not like Hanover can't get back into this game.
It's
not
true.
It's not like they haven't had this.
Oh, and here's an opportunity with space, and that ball goes wide.
It's not like they haven't had scoring opportunities here, Mark.
It is true.
This could turn around pretty quickly. So
There's a pretty impressive turnout tonight by the boys soccer team to encourage the girls soccer team along. They're lined up all along the fence. It's nice to see. Ooh, that ball deflected off of the midsection of a Hanover player, but she doesn't seem to mind.
boys with a disappointing season this year. I think they were 3-12-1.
Oh, here's a nice ball down the wing.
And Ganley's all alone. And a
Big
lovely
cross.
ball in. Come on,
Oh,
boy. I thought that was in for a moment
That
there.
looked close. That was just skimming the side netting.
I thought that was in for a second
Goes
when
over
it hit
for
the
a
net.
goal kick.
Oh, man, I like what I'm seeing here. They are really
These passes into space down the wing have been very powerful for Merrimack on these last few build-ups.
like I said, Mark, they're out of Gatorade. Came here to drink kick butt and drink
All right.
Gatorade, and they are out of Gatorade.
Here they come again. Looking to switch fields now. Turnover to Hanover. Hanover on the attack now.
Defender.
Ball goes right into the middle and broken up. Hanover retains possession though, and now they're trying to put something together. A lot of pinball action in the midfield. That's going to be a foul against Merrimack.
It's all right. About between 40 and 45 yards out from the goal. Not a try to play this into the box probably. Hit a runner coming through. Merrimack holding the 18. That's not going to.
Boot forward. Oh, here's an opportunity. Oh, a nice shot and beautifully saved.
No soup for you.
Beautifully saved.
Well done, Perk. No rebound.
Perkins goes to ground, and she just pounced on that thing.
Like a cat.
You ever see those Arctic foxes that dive headfirst
Yes.
into the snow?
I love those things.
That's what it was like.
They just.
Yep.
Yeah, they're like after some sort of lemming or.
Yeah, I think usually like a shrew or a vole. Yeah.
A vole, yes. She's very much like a mole. I'm not sure, though. I'm not sure. What is the difference between a vole and a mole, Mark?
Funny you should ask.
Enlighten me.
To the best of my knowledge, the mole has a star-shaped pinkish nose
Ooh.
that is devoid of hair,
Oh, yes.
and they cannot see.
I
Whereas the vole
Tell me more.
is brown in color.
did not know that.
It has a lighter colored nose,
You don't say.
and they're about the size of a chipmunk.
And they can see.
They can see.
but barely.
Because pretty well, because I spent about
Really?
2 hours trying to catch one in my garage one day.
Oh, interesting.
I finally got him, and I safely relocated him up into the woods behind the house.
Really? Interesting. You are just a wealth of information, Mark.
I
It's-
took a lot of biology
There's
classes,
stuff
Andrew.
bouncing around in that brain of yours.
I am a font of useless information.
I never know what I'm going to learn when I have a conversation with Mark Heinberg.
Good throw by Merrimack. Skips forward. Merrimack sprinting to the ball.
Who's that? Who's
Crosses in. Oh, and a beautiful shot from right up front.
Oh,
A
mama!
one-time side volley
Was that-
finds the back of the net.
Was that Ganley again? Is she causing all kinds? I think that was Ganley who fed that ball
It happened
through with the
so
assist.
quickly.
And I'm not sure
I'm
who
not
put
sure
it
who
away.
tapped that home, but it was a one-time
Might
side
have been
volley.
Sullivan.
And we are at 4-1 with
Oh, they are just
about
firing
13
on all
and a half
cylinders
minutes
here.
remaining here in the first half.
Let me tell you, just a very actually, you know what? That may have been with the assist there. That may have been Kaylee Dillon,
Okay.
number 17. I'm not sure. I can't be sure, Mark. We'll have to check the tape.
I guess we shall.
We'll have to check the tape.
There
But
you go with the word tape again.
in any case, well, you know what I meant. Digital media. In any case, whoever it happened to be on the right wing there for Merrimack, she stayed calm, collected herself, got her head up, looked around, made a lovely short little pass right out in front, and it was just an easy finish,
And
adeptly executed.
That's the kind of ball you just can't save if you're the goalkeeper.
No
You're-
chance.
You're beaten.
No chance. But it was really the young lady with the assist. She really took her time. She waited and just picked them apart on that play.
Oh, and here's an opportunity.
And Perk is
Perkins
saying,
slides.
you give me a 3-goal lead.
She scoops that up, but her feet go out from under her, but she hangs right onto it.
Yeah.
So we are definitely seeing some of the slippery factor on the field here.
In front of that goal, of course, it's got a lot more wear than certain other parts of the field.
That is true.
If you're gonna slip, it's gonna be
Yeah, midfield and
top of the 18.
both of the 20s, tops of the 18s. That's where the football team chews it up, and that's what they're dealing with now is some dirt and missing grass.
Oh, we could have another
here comes
situation.
Merrimack again. Hanover trying to get
Two
a couple
defenders
people
back.
Managed to do so.
Well,
That was a decent stick. She had her
I'm
foot
okay
on the
with
ball.
that. I think
It was 100% ball.
Yeah. I don't know about 100%, but there was enough ball.
Well, she had one foot on the ground,
Yeah.
the other on the ball.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, I thought maybe they may have got a little bit of a foot caught in there, but that's okay.
The
She
town
got
of
the ball.
The town of Merrimack's media division is branded Merrimack TV. The division is funded by way of franchise fees from Comcast cable subscribers in Merrimack. The town of Merrimack has a community TV facility located at 6 Babusick Lake Road. Our 3 cable channels reach over 8,000 homes. We're accessible online at merrimacktv.com and on Roku and Apple TV devices via Cablecast ScreenWeave. Follow us on social media, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and stay informed. You're watching Merrimack TV, your community, your voice. Hanover passes the ball into space, scooped up by Merrimack, who's alert to that ball.
It was Kaylee Dillon making the defensive play there. Terrian moves to the ball, playing it to McMacken, plays it back to the D. That's Lucy Goose.
Oh, just a bit too heavy a touch. That ball was definitely going out. The referee tried to keep it from going too far to keep action going.
Just wandered a little bit right.
Oh, and there's a ball popped way forward by Hanover. Initial touch by Merrimack, but Hanover's there for the second ball. And that ball, I'm going to call that a Hanover throw. Got just under 10 minutes remaining here in the first half. 4-1 Merrimack. And I think they're going to call that an illegal throw. Or there was some foul in the backfield on the inbounded ball. Yeah, it looks like the foul was called. I thought perhaps an illegal throw.
As you know, Mark, you cannot be offsides on a throw-in.
That is absolutely correct.
So,
And still I have been called for it.
well, sometimes everyone is not equally knowledgeable of the rules.
This is true. Was actually called offsides on a throw-in while playing indoor ball where there are no offsides.
Yeah, I don't know how that's. I was going to
So,
say you could get,
I
there's
just-
two reasons why you shouldn't have been called.
I just smiled and moved on. Merrimack with a throw back deep in their own end. Hanover, some numbers forward, but they're definitely playing conservatively here, trying to defend. And Hanover's going to get a throw out of that action.
Yeah, Hanover are in a rough spot here because you know what you got to get back into the game, right? So you got to push bodies
So
forward, but you've
there's
already given up 4 goals.
Yeah, now you've got a weird balance between defending and trying to keep Merrimack to the 4 they have, and trying to get something together in the attack.
Yeah.
Throw by Hanover, headed down by Merrimack, recovered by Hanover. And here they come. Nice ball forward. Onside play. The cross goes in a little too far forward, and the runner not able to get there with Merrimack defenders, and scooped up by Molly Perkins.
Yeah, for Hanover to
And-
get back in this game, they're really going to have to play extremely aggressive soccer, which is
Nicely trapped and settled on that throw. It's Kaylee Dillon with the trap and cross. And here comes Hanover with some numbers. Merrimack first to the ball. Unable to get it too far, but it's going to be a Merrimack throw after the ricochet off of Hanover. The fog really seems to be increasing here, Andrew.
it does. Yeah. But you know, I'm not complaining, Mark. If you told me with 7 minutes left that our girls would be up 4-1, I would have said that's good.
And if you'd had told me that I would be too warm on October 25th in a light pullover, I would have thought you were crazy, but here we are. Temperature holding at 64 degrees. And we're coming up on that 5 minutes of mystery time, as we call it, when the clock stops.
That's
I did
right.
not stop my watch during the stoppage, so
You know, Mark,
I'm
I
not
may
gonna
have to scale the ladder and the escape hatch here at Merrimack Municipal Stadium and go
Stop
turn
the
that
clock?
off.
is Mr. Susi no longer beneath
I
us?
don't know if he's down there or not. We're gonna have to check though.
All right. Well, Andrew's going to go stick his head through the hatch.
Are you okay up here?
I think I can manage.
Justin will
Andrew.
be your co-pilot. Justin,
We're in good hands with
We're
Merrimack
trusting you.
TV. There is no cause for alarm. So Andrew's just going to shove his head down through the hatch to see if Mike Susi is down there to stop the clock at 5 minutes. And I'm hearing he's not down there, so Andrew is going to descend the slippery ladder and stop the clock at 5 minutes. Merrimack pushes the ball up, settled. Hanover there to take it away. And Hanover now trying to put some action together. We've got just a little bit of time left here before the clock stops at 5 and we go into the official time. And I think we're going to have a fair amount of stoppage here because I started my watch when the game clock started, and I'm showing about a 5-minute delta with the game clock. Oh, they've got somebody down there. I don't know if it's Mr. Susi or not, but here comes Andrew up the hatch of death, and he's retrieving his headset.
I have news from the scoreboard.
Okay,
Mr. Susi is indeed on the job.
I figured he would be. Oh,
I
there's
could
a
not see-
squirrely ball.
I could not see him from my position in the hatch.
Hanover's keeper unable to get a handle on that, but does deflect it, so it goes out for a Merrimack corner. Andrew, I was just saying to the folks at home, my watch just expired because I didn't stop it during the clock stoppages. So that means we do have about 5 minutes of stoppage beyond the 5 minutes on the clock.
I think the clock was stopped, though, during the injury, wasn't it? Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, good point.
There's another dangerous ball. Hanover gets reprieve and is able to get that only out as far as the side of the box. And now they're going to get a goal kick out of that.
So it was probably took about 5 minutes for that that injury.
I think it did. I think there was some significant time there.
That's the 5 minutes remaining. Because I think Mr. Susi was down there on the clock during that injury, and it was
definitely stopped, yes.
Yeah.
So there's still a lot of time remaining despite the clock.
What we need is a guy at midfield with one of those little digital boards.
We need the
+5 on it.
We need the fourth official, but
Yes.
we don't even have a third official.
No.
As the NHIAA rules stipulate that there are 2 officials in soccer instead of the normal 3. Both are full officials as opposed to the center official and 2 assistant referees on the sidelines calling offsides.
You know, interestingly enough, I heard that the rules have actually changed, and that the official rules actually do call for ARs, but that there's, I think,
Just
my
a
assumption
shortage
is
of
there's such
officials.
a shortage of officials that they don't play the 3.
Yes,
ref system.
and I don't have my PSA on becoming an NHIAA official, but if you're interested, if you have the slightest inkling to become an official for soccer or, for that matter, any other sport provided by the NHIAA, we encourage you to check out their website. I'm sure you can find them with a quick and simple Google search, because I don't have their URL off the top of my head, but there is a definite shortage of officials and referees throughout the state of New Hampshire for all sports.
Yeah.
So if you have that desire to be the official on the field, enforce the rules of the game and fair play, and have a lot of fun and get some exercise for that matter, then please do look into it.
You know, especially high school refs, because for travel teams and MYA and youth associations, in many cases they're able to get younger kids, middle school kids, high school kids to serve as refs. So that's how they staff those reffing needs. But in high school, you obviously can't have a 7th grader reffing a high school game.
No, you cannot.
So
actually, in all my years coaching, one of the best refs I ever experienced was probably about 9 years old. His name was Danny. I don't remember his last name. He was Johnny on the spot. He called the game extremely well, and then after his calls, he would explain to the players what the call was to help educate them as to the rules of the game.
Not too shabby.
So at 9 or 11 or however old he was, I was duly impressed.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting the first wafting smells of Buckley's from down the hill,
Yeah,
which is
we
making
are.
me hungry. Cross comes in. No curl on that one. It touches the 18.
What's the Merrimack TV budget for press box spreads?
It's open your wallet, Andrew. Whatever's
Justin
in there
is showing us the big 0 sign.
You open your own wallet. Whatever's in there is the meal budget for this evening.
Merrimack TV does a lot on a shoestring budget. I have to give them some props here.
They certainly do, and they do it in all weather conditions.
Yeah, they weren't originally planned. They didn't have this game on their schedule, Mark. We sent an email saying, "Hey," or something like that. Basically, they became aware of it and said, "Well, yeah, we'll do it. If you guys are up for it, so are we." So here we are.
Here we are. There's something like the digital media post office now. Rain, sleet, snow, in the dead of night. They do it all.
They do it all, Mark. They do it all.
Loud gymnasiums. Cafegimatoriums.
Cafegimatoriums. Which we
dangerous curling outswinger. Headed high, and that's going to go out for a Merrimack goal kick.
As Mark mentioned, we failed to keep track of the mystery 5 minutes this game.
We did.
So I'm guessing that we probably have a couple minutes left.
I think we should. I restarted my watch after our discussion. We're 5 minutes in, so now we're kind of officially into the stoppage time. So we'll see what we have. 2, 3, maybe 4 minutes remain. Here comes the corner. Right on the keeper.
Oh, no!
Oh, and she bobbles it, and it gets popped into the back of the net by Hanover. And it's now 4-2. So Hanover showing some life as we go into the end of the first half, which should fire them up for the second half.
Hanover
And
desperately.
I think we're going to see an interesting second half now.
Hanover desperately needed that goal.
Scoreboard has not been updated yet, but
I'll have
it
to.
is- Oh, and that's official time. So
I'll take
not a lot of
wa-
stoppage time added there.
I'll take a walk down there once again, braving the notorious
The
hatch.
hatch of death,
Yes.
and update the scoreboard. And Andrew, we also need a 10-minute counter for the half. Andrew is going to do clock duties, multitasking this evening, as Mr. Susi, the school's athletic director, is unavailable and bringing water for the officials. Andrew's carefully descending the ladder now. Oh, and he says he has an injury, so I'm not sure how severe it is. Hopefully he can make it back up the ladder. But he will add the second goal for Hanover and set the halftime clock to the 10 minutes that takes place. And lack of music here in the stadium this evening, so you're stuck with my voice for the next few minutes. Now's a good time to grab a beverage, nice cool water or a root beer, and your favorite snack, and sit back and relax. And I'm not sure what's going on with the clock. It just moved very quickly, but now it's at 28. So perhaps Andrew's injury has wounded him sufficiently that he cannot master the clock at the moment. We don't have our usual halftime show here today with kids from Merrimack going out on the field to kick the ball around. The athletic director says, not tonight, please. The field's in bad enough shape, so I think he's trying to preserve the grass for the game. And he's doing so with aplomb and good humor as he explains to the kids what's going on. So here we are, high atop Merrimack Stadium, waiting for the action to resume. And both teams now having some discussion, try to figure out what's next. And as you're probably aware, as we come back, both teams will switch sides, so we'll have Merrimack attacking from right to left, and Hanover attacking from left to right. And the fog has definitely increased. We have a light mist coming down now. Still kind of warm and balmy. It's very strange weather for October, but it certainly beats snow, so I'm not complaining. And I can feel my fingers and toes. I think Justin can as well, our cameraman. He's given me the nod of yes, so all in all, a good evening out here. And Andrew has yet to return from his trip down the hatch. We hope he's well. It's quite a ride going up and down that thing on the best of days, but add slippery conditions and the age that Andrew and I are both at, and it becomes something of an entertainment value watching us go up and down. I'd like to remind you that you're tuned to Merrimack TV. Your community, your voice. Justin's about to join me on the headset here. This is unprecedented.
I'm mucking up the sizing here on Andrew's headset while we wait for him to ascend the ladder, assuming that he makes it back up, Mark.
Here he comes.
Just want to take the time to thank all of our play-by-play volunteers, as this may be our last broadcast for fall sports this year. We wish the girls good luck in their playoff run. But I don't know that they'll be hosting again. I really did want to thank Mark Heimberg and Andrew Clark. You guys have done a great job so far this year. I got Andrew Clark up
Andrew
here
is
giving me
absolutely
the
incredulous
shrug. He
that
doesn't know what's
his
going
headset
on.
has been absconded with.
Of course, Ralph Carpentier, Dave Carter on football. I know Brian Gagnon stepped in on one Friday to help Dave out when Ralph couldn't make it. That was fantastic. And volleyball, I know everyone was listening to me and Brian do volleyball this year. Appreciate you keeping up with us and listening to what we had to say. And, of course, we'll be looking forward to wrestling come winter sports. Hopefully Mike and Jeff will be there to call that. Brian Gagnon, of course, I know he's looking forward to calling basketball. And Andy Berkeley on hockey, I know he was our PA guy down for football, down in the box.
I give him credit for being able to do that. It's hard to see the puck during a game, let alone call the plays.
Absolutely. The more climate-controlled box downstairs, Andy Berkeley got that. So, of course, I can't complain anyway because for football, I'm, of course, back at the studio. The ultimate climate control. So with that, looks like we still got a few minutes left, but I'm going to hand it back over to Andrew. He looks like he's getting a little antsy. I'm sure he's got a lot of info to bestow upon you.
He's antsy and he's wearing a Southie shirt.
Thank all of our play-by-play volunteers this year.
He's getting a little concerned. Justin, thank you so much. It's our pleasure to be here. We absolutely appreciate being a part of this broadcast each time and appreciate what Merrimack TV does for our community.
I am wearing a Southie shirt today.
Yes, you are.
Which sets a tone. Let me just tell you.
Yes, it does. So
my grandmother and my great-grandmother and grandfather lived on Farragut Road in Southie. Okay. And then their daughter, my grandmother, moved to Dorchester and lived in Dorchester, where my mother was raised.
I see.
Yes.
Andrew, the fog is really increasing here.
It is rolling in.
It's going to make the second half action very hard to see, so we'll do our best to continue to deliver play-by-play.
That is not a problem with Justin's lens. That is legitimate fog.
Yes, that is correct.
And it seems to have been, in the last 10 minutes, that it really has increased substantially.
It has, and there's a little bit of a breeze blowing. It seems like it's coming from south to north a bit with a slightly easterly trajectory, which is pulling all the moisture straight across the field from the far side.
Well, we will do our best for the folks at home in TV land, but we can't promise anything. By the way.
Oh, you said you had some news from downstairs, Andrew. What can you update us on?
The news from downstairs is that the scoreboard is not as intuitive as I thought it would be.
Well, we watched it go through some gymnastics, and I was wondering what had happened. I suggested to the folks at home that possibly your dissension of the hatch injury had caused you to be unable to manipulate the scoreboard.
I was playing hurt. I did hit my ankle on the way through the escape hatch.
Oh, and that's a big solid metal barrier there.
Yes, it is. I'm not sure if there's how much. There doesn't appear to be any blood, but in any case, perhaps it was the pain that was distracting me. But I like to think that, I'm a fairly bright guy, but I was humbled. I was humbled by the Merrimack High School scoreboard panel. So, take that as.
Well, you did a fine job updating the score.
Well, Susie helped me.
But the time left
score,
a little to be desired.
The score was all me. I did that without any assistance whatsoever.
Yes, because I was still looking at Mr. Susie, who was down talking to some of the lads from the boys' soccer team.
Susie, I think, saw the problems with the scoreboard in terms of the time, and came to my rescue.
Yeah, we were watching fractions of a second tick by on the scoreboard. And
yes.
I know halftime is not long, but I didn't think it was quite that short.
No, apparently there's a yes.
Here's some cheers and excitement coming from the Hanover bench. Merrimack still in their meeting. Hanover taking the field now. So
obviously we would have preferred that Hanover not score that goal right before the half, but it's actually it's a nice firewall, right? After another team scores, sometimes people say, "Oh, right before the half, that was great." But to me, the half kind of provides a chance to calm everyone down, say, "Look, all right, we gave up a late goal there in the half. We're still up 4-2.
Yep.
We still got a great defense. Even if we don't score any more goals, we should win this game." Is probably what the coach was saying to them. So Perhaps. So, it's really Merrimack still has this game in hand, but it could get, obviously it could get squirrely. Hanover's got to score the next goal to get if they have a chance here, I think.
I think you're correct. Hanover's replacement goalie is still out on the field, so
that's
original
unfortunate.
goalie unable to continue. Hopefully she's okay.
I don't see her over there.
I think she's still on the bench. I think she just
must be,
took off her bright pink shirt that she had on to be on the bench.
And that's tough for her. I don't know what year she is. It doesn't say on here. Hopefully she's not a senior.
I do know, if I can find it. She is a sophomore.
Sadie Ross. Okay. So, well, that's, some good news there, right? This isn't, playoff game or senior year type thing. But still, obviously disappointing.
Yeah, no injury is a good injury.
Right. Exactly.
And here comes Hanover. Popped high by Merrimack.
A little kung fu going on
Headed
there.
down, Hanover. Now here comes Merrimack.
Off they go. Ooh,
nice ball, and she goes right around the defender. Looking to cross that in now. Unloads just behind the player. And Hanover turns that out, but that's going to go out for a Merrimack throw. A reminder, as I mentioned in halftime, Merrimack now attacking from right to left on your screen. Merrimack in their home blues and Hanover wearing white. Throw comes in. Hanover first touch. Merrimack on the second ball. And here comes, broken up by Hanover. Here comes Merrimack again, trying to get some action going here. They regroup. Some good passing going on. Looking for options. Hanover breaks that up. Sends that down the wing off of a Merrimack player. Touched by Hanover again. Merrimack shepherds that over the line for a throw.
Mark, I don't know if it's my vitamin intake or what, but I seem to be seeing, maybe it's the light, I seem to be seeing the numbers easier today, and I'm not sure why. Are you experiencing anything like that?
I am not, Andrew, especially with the fog.
I don't know. Maybe the fog is good for me.
Maybe you're just
I'm
getting used to the lack of contrast on these digits.
Or maybe my new glasses. I don't know. But
Well, that could be a big factor.
yeah. Well, no. I mean, my glasses were new before, but maybe I'm getting used.
I see.
Maybe I'm more
I see.
used to the prescription.
I see.
Is what I mean. Or maybe I'm more familiar with the girls, so I'm able to,
Now that
kind of
we've been through
right.
a couple of games,
So
sure.
I'm kind of
sure.
able to fill in some blanks and kind of guess in some cases. In any case, I'm finding it easier to identify them. Let's just leave it at that.
Well, that's grand.
I'm glad you're happy, Mark.
Merrimack sent that over the line. Hanover goal kick coming up.
Let's just keep it down this end, girls. 37 minutes.
I did not start my watch, Andrew, so I'm going.
Oh, for God's
I'm going to
sakes,
start it
Mark.
at 35 minutes, and we should be a-okay.
Well, don't start at 35 minutes yet, Mark.
Well, I'm not. I'm just getting it set up.
Okay, I don't want you to jump the gun, Mark. I know how excited you get in these
So
situations.
now I'm ready to go. I have
All right.
35 minutes programmed
Excellent. Excellent.
in. I just need to remember to do it.
You like the smartwatch, Mark?
On
I
and
see
off,
that-
Andrew. On and off.
Yeah.
It's a love-hate relationship. Sometimes I love it. Sometimes I would like to put it in the garbage disposal.
What irks you about your phone watch, Mark?
First and foremost, Andrew, battery life.
Ah,
I shouldn't have to charge a watch every single day.
folks at Apple, pay attention here. Is it an Apple?
It is an
A watch?
Apple
Okay.
Watch, yes.
I wanted to make sure I wasn't.
it does-
Oh boy.
It does
Okay,
integrate nicely with my. It actually unlocks my computer automatically, which is kind of fun. But
good. Yeah, the folks at
sometimes the notifications get to be too much, and I have to turn them off.
turn with that ball. Yeah, all kinds of room, all kinds of time.
Merrimack pushes the ball down their left wing now, and still looking to get out of their own end. There we go.
To Sullivan
Trying
up front, up top there.
Hanover trying to attack now. Got some space. One touch too many, perhaps. That ball gets popped forward. Easily scooped up by Merrimack's keeper.
Perk.
And that ball sent to about half field. Hanover first on the scene. Pushes that ball forward. I think that's going to be too heavy a touch. Yep, that's going to go out for a Merrimack throw. Deep in their own third. And there's the throw finally. Came in and went straight out
back out.
for a Hanover throw.
You know, one rule in soccer that I always thought was silly. If on a throw-in, when you throw the ball, if it never comes in, so if it's such a bad throw that at no point does it enter the field, you get to do it again.
I have always been confused by that as well.
To me, if you throw the ball in and at no point does it go onto the field, you should lose the ball at that point.
I agree, especially
right?
at the professional level. You know, you've made it this far in your soccer career, and you can't get the ball in on a throw-in, then yeah, you deserve to lose that ball.
Whereas if it goes in and then goes out, you lose the ball. But if
Yes.
it's out the whole time,
No, to me,
okay.
the in and out makes sense. It's the never comes
right?
in.
Yes, but
yeah.
of course, yeah.
So Hanover with some build-up here. They've got a throw into Merrimack's defensive third. It's a good-looking throw. Settled. And that's going to go out for a corner kick. Oh, we've got some disagreement between the two officials. No, okay, they're synced now. So it is a corner kick.
All right, Merrimack, let's go here. Now,
Merrimack with
Hanover really needs to make the most out of all these opportunities.
Merrimack with three people right in the keeper's crease, with one attacker. That ball played a little short.
Ably
Sent back
headed
outside
out.
of the box, as high as the 18. Sent back in, headed. Merrimack trying to clear it out still. Hanover becoming a nuisance for Merrimack, but they're able to shepherd that over.
Well done. You know, I think I spoke too quickly about being able to see the numbers better, Mark, because, of course, as soon as you say something,
Yes,
you know.
never fails.
That was
Andrew.
number 17 there. Kaylee Dillon made the defensive play, which was a good defensive play.
Hanover with the throw now. Merrimack first on the ball. Some nice footwork, but played it behind number 17, and that was Kaylee Dillon, you said, Andrew?
Yep, number 17 is Kaylee Dillon.
All right, and Hanover on the attack again. Oh, they have some space right in the opening there.
Ooh.
Oh, ball trickles into the box, but
Take your time here, Perkins.
Perkins takes care of that ball.
You need to be in a hurry.
Sends it forward. It's going to get to about half field. Merrimack got the second ball. Hanover takes over. Hanover looking numbers forward now for the first time we've seen in a while, Andrew.
Ooh, that's a nice.
That ball just a
Ran a
little
little too much.
overcooked.
I thought
and
that
that's
was-
going to go out for Merrimack goal kick.
I
Yeah,
thought
this
that
was
was
the
going
first.
to die a little earlier.
This was the
but
first time this evening that we've seen all of Hanover's players over half field.
Yeah.
So I think they're starting to realize they need to get some goals happening here, so they're
yeah.
taking some more chances.
It's
And
not out of reach.
As a result, the ball has been largely in Merrimack's end in this half. We're 8+ minutes in.
But you know, as with most things in life, it's high risk, high reward, right? So
You're absolutely correct.
if the reward is potentially scoring that third goal, the risk is having a fifth goal scored on you that puts you out of the game.
Exactly. And here comes an opportunity
Which
for
hopefully
Merrimack.
will occur right
Oh,
now.
a nice sliding tackle by Hanover to break that play
Yeah,
up.
that was well done.
That's going to be a corner for Merrimack, but nicely cleared out by Hanover. Now it's Hanover's turn to defend. They've got a player on each post. Goalkeeper letting people know where she wants them, pointing out who's attacking. Merrimack off in the fog, ready to bring that ball in. That ball comes straight across. Oh, the powerful header.
Mama! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Powerful
That-
header by Merrimack makes it 5-2.
Was a swerving service and just an absolute thumper of a header into the back of the goal. That was well done.
Hanover in a hurry to restart here. They know the time is waning. They're looking to put something together now. Merrimack respecting that and sprinting back to their own half.
Now, Merrimack plays good D here. I mean, it's incredibly hard to come back from 3 goals. It's possible.
It's possible.
Obviously, anything's possible, right? But, it's short of a meltdown here. Things are looking pretty good for Merrimack.
It's a good throw in. Ricochets off Hanover, they're saying, for a Merrimack throw.
That goal. Did you happen to see whose number that was, Mark?
No, Andrew, I did not. The fog absorbed the number.
Nor did I. I was not, but it was an absolutely beautiful finish there. That was with authority. Let's put it that
yes,
way.
It was.
That was not a what would you call, like a
Hanover trying to push the ball up now. Broken up by Merrimack. Back to Hanover. Hanover pushing numbers forward now. Merrimack throw. And we're going to get a couple of substitutes coming onto the field now, one for each team.
coming off will be, oh, for God's sakes, where are my field glasses? I'm looking through the wrong end of them, Mark.
That just makes things further away.
That's not going to work at all. Oh, they're all fogged. Oh, this is a disaster. Anyway, I would have loved to have identified that person for you, ladies and gentlemen, but I got some condensation on the old field glass lenses.
Here comes Hanover. Broken up by Merrimack now.
Loosey Goose
Push forward.
makes the play. Kara Sullivan on the ball.
Hanover struggling now to get the ball forward. Merrimack with all kinds of numbers back now, which is complicating Hanover's attack. Merrimack has moved into a very defensive position now that they're up 5-2, which is going to make Hanover's job a lot harder now.
Yeah, you can, at this stage, you can pretty much park the bus, can't you? Bring on, put one or two guys, one player up top, a couple halfbacks maybe in support, but keep the bulk of your team back and really clog things up in your defensive half of the field and make it rough sledding for Hanover. So I think they'll keep Sullivan up there up top, to give some offense. And they're actually, Terrian is ranging up top as well. But you're right, there's definitely I think we can anticipate that Merrimack will be getting all its players back.
I believe so.
That defense lockdown.
Enjoying the game? Check out more MHS sports action from Merrimack TV on your Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire TV device. Download Cablecast to watch the next game live or previously recorded games on demand. You'll also discover over 100 programs from Merrimack TV. Meeting coverage, local news, community shows, school events, and so much more. Download Cablecast to your Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire TV device today. This is Merrimack TV, your community, your voice. Merrimack's throw. I don't know, Andrew, maybe the fog is lessening now. I feel like I have better visibility suddenly.
On the field, slippery. Just saw McMacken.
Extremely slippery.
McMacken almost took a digger right there.
That was almost a ball boy down situation, Andrew.
We almost had a McMacken down situation. But she.
I believe that's McMacken.
Is it? Someone said McMacken the other day. I thought it was McMacken.
Yeah, I believe it's McMacken.
Okay.
I have actually played cards with her father, and
Oh, okay.
I believe he goes by McMakin.
McMakin. All
Yes.
right. I was originally saying McMakin, and
I
someone
thought so,
said
yeah.
McMacken.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, I guess I had it. I assumed I was wrong, but we've mentioned before the four
a-
McMakin sisters.
Hanover player. Oh, I guess she was tying her shoe. It looked like she was down.
Four McMakin sisters who've come through the program. Nora is the last of four, baby.
And here comes Hanover, connecting some passes. A nice ball that almost curled past the defense and would have been perfect for the runner coming down that left wing. And that ball's touched heavily, but shepherded out by Molly Perkins. So we've got a Merrimack goal kick coming up. We've got a Merrimack substitution taking place.
Looks like the right two
It's going
substitutions.
to be Alex Terrian coming off.
Terrian's coming off, and looks like Scully is pushing forward to midfield from her center back position. And it looks like we have. You know what? I should have never said that about my eyes a bit, Mark, because
It's always the way it happens, Andrew.
let's see if the young lady will turn. I'll be able to read her number and tell you folks who came in.
Ooh, that ball ricocheted. Dangerous ball. Their keeper comes out for Hanover, scoops it up.
I believe that's number 20 who came in for Scully at center back, who would be Ava Kaczynski.
Or Haley Coviello, depending on which roster we're looking at.
I think it's Ava.
Well,
Pretty
you
sure.
have the handwritten roster.
The handwritten.
I've got the printout, so,
Yeah, so
I'm
I think-
guessing that the official NHIAA roster signed by the coach is the correct one.
But we can't be certain of that, Mark. We
Lucy
have
Cody ready to
Lucy
strike.
Goose Cody.
Goes right over the wall into the box.
Oh, that's
Ball falls dangerously, but cleared away by Hanover, only as far as a Merrimack defender in the mid-third. And now Hanover pushing way forward. Merrimack dropping back. Originally looked like she was going to let that ball ride to the keeper, but it slowed down, so she clears that out.
Oh, good pressure from the Merrimack player.
And going to have a Hanover throw here.
Ticking down to the 20-minute mark.
Yes, indeed.
I'm feeling better and better about this, Mark.
A little back and forth in the midfield. Oh, and here comes Hanover.
I know.
Merrimack with some wheels.
So,
I believe that was Alexis Best beating the Hanover attacker.
so Kayla Scully, number 8, moved up to midfield. Typically the center back.
Ball bounces through the box, cleared out. Hanover's first to get there. And that ball sent to the feet of a Merrimack player who reads that one well. And now we're going to get a throw for Hanover. Got a little more precipitation happening now. We've gone from mist to light rain. So that field condition is only going to get more and more slick as the night continues. Which means so is the death hatch behind us.
Yes. Now Merrimack is the number 6 seed. So if they were to, and not to, somebody knock on wood, but if they were to advance here.
Here comes Merrimack. A nice cross in, but a nice reaching save by Hanover's keeper.
If
Shut that play down.
If they were to advance here, they would presumably, if the favorites win, they would play the number 3 seed in the next playoff game, which would be an away game. Now it's possible that some upsets take place, and if that were the case, it would be possible that we'd have another game here at Merrimack. But there would need to be some pretty significant upsets to take place.
That ball sent down the left wing by Merrimack. Hanover there to recover. Pushes that ball forward. And the ball is definitely skipping around now on the grass.
If the favorites win, they would be traveling to the number 3 seed for their next game, and I believe it would be on Friday. But
Okay.
we're jumping the gun a little bit even talking about that. So
Got
again,
21 minutes remaining.
everybody knock on some
We get a
wood.
foul here on Merrimack. Hanover pushing forward now. Merrimack dropping everybody back. They want no part of conceding another goal. They're holding a high line. Just ahead of
Right
the
about
18.
the 18, yep. And the fog is
Suddenly,
rolling in.
it looked like it was clearing for a second, and now that far corner of the field is really hard to see. That ball sent too far by
Down here,
Hanover
the
into
Merrimack,
the hands of
the Merrimack goal is still fairly visible to us,
the goalie.
but
It is
the Hanover
Hanover
goal
goal
is
is
cloaked.
enshrouded in mist.
We can still see it, but it's
It's getting to the point where it's getting hard to see the corner flag at that side of
yeah,
the field.
yeah.
Hanover earns a throw in, trying to take it quickly as they know they're running out of time here. Turn that forward, cleared out by Merrimack as far as midfield. And here comes Merrimack.
Oh boy, oh.
And they're going to call offsides on that one anyway, regardless of what just happened.
Scully was very excited there. She was.
Oh, I guess they called some extracurricular before,
Oh,
the,
I
before the offsides.
thought it was an offsides call as
Yeah.
well.
The original hand gesture looked like offsides.
Nope, I think it is offsides.
Okay, I was correct.
Yeah,
The players thought something else was going down, and
Yep.
I guess they thought it was the throw, but yeah, it was definitely an offside call. So we've got an indirect kick.
When you play center
That
back
ball
and
switch fields.
when you play center back and you get moved up in a playoff game and you get a chance for a through ball, understandable that she might jump the gun a little bit on that one.
I agree. Hanover coming down the far wing now. Merrimack breaking that up. Sends it over for a Hanover throw. 19 minutes remain. We're 5-2 for Merrimack over Hanover. That ball sent into the box by Hanover. Intercepted by Merrimack. Cleared out of the box, but still in their own third. Another Hanover throw coming. That ball trickles into the box as well. Cleared out by Merrimack again. Hanover with some numbers back. Merrimack trying to get people forward now.
Oh, nice ball from
nice
Scully
ball,
out to the right
well weighted.
wing.
Another nice ball deep into the corner. Merrimack first on the scene. Hanover trying to turn them outside. Merrimack with a cross.
Right in front.
And she didn't get the connection she wanted. And that ball
That's
is
all right.
into the gloves of the keeper.
Every play like that takes more time off the clock.
You are correct.
You know, at this point, you don't need to score. You just need to keep the ball out of your own end. Let the time tick. Of course, I always like another score, but don't get me wrong.
That does keep it exciting. A couple of quick substitutions for Merrimack. The referee holds the throw in for Merrimack. Alexis Best to take the throw, and the referee resumes action. And here we go. The ball finds the foot of the Hanover player. Push forward. They're going to call that a handball, which I think is correct. So it's going to be a Merrimack kick. This time a direct kick for Merrimack.
Merrimack really had that scoring explosion in that first half there where it seemed like they just, they caught fire for a period of
That
time.
ball straight on the keeper. Tests her. She bobbles it but recovers. That was
Seemed to be,
Kayla Scully right there to try to put that away if she was unable to get a handle on that second ball.
That seemed to be a squirrely one there. It seemed to be doing a little
Yeah, definitely had
little
some
weaving and
some
bobbing
action
and weaving
on it.
there as it.
Yep.
Good
Merrimack
kick.
turns that around right at the top of their own third. Into the middle third. Merrimack still in possession.
Oh, that's a nice.
Oh, that's
just
a little too much touch on that one. That one
Not quite enough angle.
for a Hanover kick.
Or not quite enough
Sorry.
towards the. That had been angled a little more towards the end line.
The ball was definitely moving, and I think skipping over the grass made it all the quicker.
Lucy Cody plays it to the right. Ooh,
Ooh,
that's
a bad tangle up, and
That's-
that's definitely going to be a foul against
Yeah,
Merrimack.
that's not a difficult call to make right
No,
there.
indeed. So Hanover pushing everybody forward now, trying to make something happen with 16 minutes remaining. Ball comes forward, just about to the top of the 18, and then pushed outside. And if you're hearing sirens on your television, it's not here at the stadium. It was New Hampshire State Trooper going up the highway. Merrimack in possession, goes out for a Hanover throw. Andrew, I kind of feel like this game is being played in Seattle with the mist and the green field. Oh, here comes Hanover. Dangerous situation. Goalie slides, unable to maintain possession.
Oh,
Perkins
Perkins says.
Perkins just pushes that over the touchline and says, I'm not dealing with this
No.
outside the box.
Yeah, no soup for you.
But that was a brave save by Perkins coming off her line
Yep.
and sliding into the feet of the attacker.
Yep.
As Kayla Scully sprinting for the ball, not able to get there quite in time.
Found out that so Molly Perkins, the Merrimack keeper, had a pretty significant concussion earlier this year.
Ooh, that's
She
never
took
good.
she took a point blank shot in the face. So the
Oh.
ball, I would imagine the ball snapped her head back, and
I would think, yeah.
she was out for almost 4 weeks.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
Oh, there's a testing ball in to the top of the box. Perkins comes out, doesn't scoop it up, but it gets pushed almost to midfield. Back into the box now. Merrimack clears it out again, only as far as Hanover.
thought there was a little bit of a push there.
Hanover
but
settles. Short pass back into the box now. Hanover pushing forward.
That's a nice.
Saves that ball from going out.
Or maybe not.
There's a whistle. I think
offsides,
they
maybe?
must have called that offsides because it definitely did not go out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they called that off.
Yeah, she's pushing her way back to the spot of the foul, not to the 6-yard box for the goal kick.
But I'm not sure. That wouldn't be where the offsides would be, though. So maybe I guess she thought there's some extracurricular activity going on there.
Perhaps so. Here comes Hanover. Oh, there's a tester into the box, but she's not going to be able to get there in time. Got some substitutions coming on. Last year, Merrimack TV won 2 awards from the Alliance for Community Media Northeast region. Two, Andrew. Two.
Wow.
Our staff and volunteers placed second in the sports coverage category
Not good enough, Mark.
and was awarded first place
Oh, that's better.
for community media promotional videos.
That's better. That's better.
The Northeast region includes all of New England plus New York State.
Very large footprint.
Thanks for supporting Merrimack TV.
Hard to win
So-
with that big of a footprint,
Hey,
Mark.
a first and second place in an area that big, all of New England and New York as well.
New York.
New York is a
Huge state.
very large state, so some quality programming coming out of our own Merrimack TV.
That's what I like to hear, Mark. Way to go, Justin. Way to go, Nick.
That ball pushed way forward.
You know what
Hanover
they
sprinting
didn't
to the
win
scene.
at, Mark?
Redoing the slogan, Andrew.
Well, that too, but their press box spread
Ah, yes.
is not going to win any awards.
No. I don't think that's usually provided by the network. I think that's provided by the hosting facility. So I think your conversation is with the man downstairs.
I see. Well,
But I could be wrong.
I don't know.
Having never been given a big spread while commentating a game, I have no experience.
I mean, at this
Balls
point,
bouncing around dangerously in the box.
at this point, would settle for a bag of M&Ms, Mark.
Pounded over the-
Let's be honest. I mean,
Pounded over the end line by Merrimack for a Hanover throw. Yeah, Andrew, I don't think eating M&Ms while commentating would be a good combination.
probably
Get a lot
not.
of crunch going on.
That's a fair observation,
That
Mark.
may be the very reason that we have not been fed. And we have a late October mosquito.
How is that possible, Mark?
Here comes the corner from Hanover. Merrimack with all kinds of numbers in the box. That ball comes right toward the keeper. Hits the
It's all
body
right.
of a Merrimack player and goes out. Oh, no, they're calling it out on Hanover, so that's going to be a Merrimack goal kick.
And time keeps on ticking, ticking, ticking. Into the future.
Into the future.
Name the song, Mark. Name the song.
I can tell you the band is Steve Miller Band.
There you go, old guy.
I'm never good at the names of songs because I rarely pay attention to the
I think
lyrics.
maybe time keeps on ticking.
It may. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh, so this was
I do know that it's the Steve Miller Band.
this would be a nice.
It's on their greatest hits album. Has a picture of a horse on the front of it.
Oh, and actually the lyric is "Time keeps on slipping."
Oh, slipping. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
What year was that song written?
I'm trying to find that out for you and the folks at home.
I'm guessing 1978. No, 5. 1975.
I cannot confirm or deny that, Andrew.
That was a guess. Oh, that's a nice ball, but it's offsides.
The song is called "Fly Like an Eagle."
Fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle. Yep. You're getting bitten by a mosquito on your neck, Mark.
Awesome. It's just what I needed was commentating in West Nile virus. And like a ninja, I have plucked him out of the air before he was able to do damage.
I'm pretty sure that's a fly that you're supposed to be able to
Well,
pluck
that's with
out of the air if you're a
chopsticks, though.
ninja.
Mr. Miyagi style.
You were using neither were there chopsticks involved, nor was it a fly.
That is true. Hanover not getting the piece of that ball they wanted on that attempted shot. But luckily, Molly Perkins was able to scoop that up because they had somebody right there waiting for the rebound.
And we are approaching 9 minutes, and I am becoming more and more confident in Merrimack girls
Well, there's
advancing to the
Dangerous
second
ball
round.
forward. Got a 2-on-2
Oh,
situation. No cross into the side netting, so no goal for Merrimack. And substitution for Hanover as they prepare to take their goal kick. Goal kick comes out, bounces toward midfield, headed down by Merrimack on the second ball. And Hanover turns the corner, able to push that one forward, but bounces off of a Merrimack player who recovers. Now to midfield, Kayla Scully tries to do something with it. Back to her. She pops it forward.
A nice ball.
Right over the head of the defender.
Nice.
It looks like
Let's see if
Hanover's
we
going to
can-
be first on the scene.
Yeah. Just barely, though.
And she's not able to turn the corner and send it up the line, so it's going to be a deep throw. Well, they're calling that a Hanover throw. Okay.
Really?
So
It's shocking.
play goes the other way.
It's all right.
Hanover trying to get that out of their own third. They cross into the middle third. And now they're trying to push numbers forward.
We have crossed the 8-minute barrier.
That ball swatted down by Merrimack. We got a
Whistle.
foul here against Merrimack. It's going to be a Hanover ball. Merrimack dropping defenders back. We've got 5 defenders back now, more on the way. Hanover's got 4 people coming toward the box, now a 5th on the scene. Here come 3 more from Merrimack. So it's crowded with Merrimack. That's a good ball into the box. A little too much touch. Goes right to the keeper. She pushes it down to her feet and then jumps on it. So Hanover's got 7 minutes and 20 seconds to try to put something together here. Late action. Scoreline remains 5-2 in favor of Merrimack.
Nice tackle.
Kayla Scully on the ball at midfield. Picks her head up, looks out, switches up to the other wing. Hanover pushes that ball forward, but it's out for a Merrimack throw. Got a substitution coming on for Merrimack.
She's got a pretty substantial throw there, doesn't she?
No doubt. Hanover, errant pass
Scully
behind her
ranging
intended
back.
target.
Great this turnover.
Plucked by Merrimack. Here comes Merrimack down the right wing. A little layoff pass. And she tries to get that into the center, but it finds a Hanover player. And here comes Hanover with some desperation. That touch a little heavy, but she recovers. Now down the wing. Hanover goes toward the corner, lays
Nope.
it off behind herself, but she's unable to keep her feet and can't recover that one. And Hanover scoops that one away. And Hanover still in possession. Merrimack trying to break up this play. Now it goes past everyone into the Merrimack box.
Ooh.
It's played off of the head of a Hanover player.
She appears none the
And,
worse for wear.
It's going to be
Thankfully.
a Merrimack throw, yes.
Tough kid.
So just 30 seconds away from the 5-minute mystical time.
The mystery 5-minute mystery
Magical mystery
time period.
Merrimack fans are still all here. That ball pushed forward to midfield, intercepted by Hanover. Pushed forward again by Merrimack to half field. Hanover looking for connections. That ball goes high, headed down, now popped off the head of a Hanover player, still trying to attack. Merrimack turns that one outside. It's going to be a Hanover throw, and we have hit that mystery 5 minutes, Andrew.
That's right.
Hanover with a flick-on header all the way to the touchline. And I believe we're going to see a corner kick for that. Yes, indeed. The Merrimack player looks a little incredulous, but I agree that it was indeed a corner kick. It's a low cross in. Merrimack first on it. Kayla Scully sends that forward. Can't get there for the second ball. That ball is going to go over for a Merrimack throw.
3 more subs come in for Merrimack. Let's see if we can ID him here.
Good luck, Andrew.
Let's see what I can do here.
So they say in the movie Airplane, I just wanted to say good luck.
Number
We're all counting on
16.
you.
Number 16, who is Kylie Flynn. Let me see here.
Merrimack's throw finds the feet of a Hanover player.
Number 24, who is
Broken up by
Allison
Merrimack.
Pecora. And
Pushed out,
I lost the other one. My
pushed out of
apologies.
danger by Merrimack. Hanover trying to regroup now. Broken up by Merrimack yet again. It's going to be a Hanover throw.
Number 4 is out there, Miriam Aldrich.
Oh, here's a big opportunity for Hanover. Unmarked in the corner. Sends the low cross in. Broken up by Merrimack. Merrimack manages to keep it in. I think I would have let that go out for the corner kick rather than rebounding that into the box. Hanover still on the attack. Ball pushed away at the top of the 18, breaking up the danger for the moment.
Macon shielding the ball and out of
that's going to be a
bounds, but
Hanover
that's
throw.
okay.
She's unable to keep that in bounds. And we're definitely down into the final minutes here. Got about 2.5 remaining, plus whatever stoppage time the ref deems appropriate.
Number 25,
And they're off to the races, coming down.
Faith Metaxatos clearing that ball.
And the rain is getting more serious here in the final minutes of the game.
Number 4,
Merrimack at midfield.
Miriam Aldrich was bird dogging that ball.
That ball pushed down the wing, a little out of the reach of Merrimack. Hanover the first on the scene. And she sends that ball forward down the same wing. And another ball, but that one goes out just behind the referee for a Merrimack throw. Hanover
Merrimack
sprinting to
taking-
the ball.
While Merrimack takes its time, their time, obviously.
Hands her the ball. And she's in no hurry to get to the touchline to throw that in. And now they're calling for a substitution. So some interesting time strategies here by Merrimack. And Hanover's
Got number 12 coming in,
chances are very much
Amelia-
waning.
Amelia Pinkerton.
That's chested over the line for a Hanover throw. Hanover showing urgency now. We should have about 1.5 minutes of play plus any stoppage time. That rebound favored Hanover. Now pushed deep into the corner by Merrimack and kicked over for a goal kick.
Got to respect
Kicked
number
over for a
12
throw-in,
there.
My apologies.
Forward number 12 on Hanover, Riley McGuire. Just no quitting that kid. I like that. She's the one who, when the ball was out, she ran and got it and handed it to the Merrimack player. She keeps
Oh, chance shot curled away from the keeper. The keeper comes
Just clear
way
that,
out
yeah.
to clear that. And she's going to push that out for a throw.
there can't be much time. I'm guessing
The-
probably a minute left now.
It was a pretty sound decision by the keeper to come out that way.
Excellent. Yeah.
'Cause Hanover was unmarked at that side of the box.
Yeah. Just
Throw comes in.
clear it out to the wide. Clear it out wide. And
Ball can't get out of the box. And now it goes out, but it's over the end line. So we're going to have a Merrimack goal kick.
how much time you got left, Mark?
Andrew, I've got 20 seconds-ish. And
Well.
any stoppage that the officials deem necessary. Not a lot of stoppage in this half, I have to say,
No.
unlike the first half when we had that injury.
I think this goal kick may.
This could be the
may
final
wrap it
action.
up.
Yes, indeed. So Merrimack still on top, 5-2. That ball out to about half field. Hanover there. Haven't seen. Oh, the ref
And
did
that
check his
is
watch,
it.
and that is the end of the action. here at
Congratulations,
Stadium.
Merrimack Lady Tomahawks. They will be moving on to the second round. If all goes as expected, if the favorites win, they will be playing at number 3 seed on Friday. But as we all know, crazy things happen in the playoffs.
The playoffs are always interesting, Andrew.
Yep.
There's always upsets and unexpected outcomes.
So there'll be other games taking place around the state, and I'm assuming this weather is probably similar weather in other areas, and that can make for some interesting outcomes. So
You're absolutely correct. So your final score here is Merrimack Tomahawks girls varsity 5 and Hanover Bears varsity girls 2. Merrimack takes this game in the first round of the playoffs. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to Merrimack TV. Andrew and I would like to thank Merrimack TV for having us back for our 5th broadcast of the year. And we look forward to watching the rest of the playoffs. And we wish you a good night and a good fall.
nice work, Hanover. I understand that the result was disappointing for you, but a good team.
Excellent effort.
And congratulations to the Merrimack Lady Tomahawks,
Absolutely.
who I think that's probably the first soccer playoff win in a while.
I
So
believe you're correct. So nice to see. Next time we broadcast with Merrimack TV, I hope they can do something about the weather. The last few games have been pretty wet.
yeah, we'll have to put that on our list of demands.
I'm sure they'd like better weather as well with all their sensitive equipment out here.
Yeah.
We thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.